We've been taught to value efficiency, proficiency, thinking and acting quickly. And yet, when that's all we know and all that we do in the world, we tend to go into a state of eternal overriding where we're not listening to what our authentic expression is that wants to come through us. And overriding is it's this general tendency that we have of impatience, that we have to make a decision now, we have to move quickly, we have to get through things, we have to act right now. And when the pendulum swings so far in that direction of just acting, just doing, we miss the subtlety of tapping into and attuning what it is that our body and our higher selves actually wants in this world. We miss the boat on the authentic expression that wants to flow through my particular vessel. And isn't that what divinity is all about? Is allowing the expression of divinity to flow through me, through this vessel called Jyoti, of what wants to come through. And so the power of pausing in discovering your authentic pleasure is an amazing tool. And so I recommend choosing certain moments in your day that you know that you have every day, and making those the moments when you know that you're going to tap into coming into presence and taking a pause. So for example, whenever I finish my shower in the day, I turn off the shower, I close my eyes, I feel my feet on the ground, I allow my feet to energize, so I feel the energy flowing from my feet up to my hips, so I know that they're in alignment and in balance. And I just allow myself to feel the water dripping off of my body, and I just pause and feel and notice what's happening in my body. And so I would recommend having a few of those moments throughout your day that you're doing that. And then the other piece is to, when you're making a decision, when something is happening in your life and you're being pulled in a lot of directions and you're not really sure, you don't feel 100% certain about what decision actually feels right for you, rather than making a decision to make a decision and kind of rationalizing in your mind what it is that you should do, take a few moments of pause, take a few hours of pause, take a few days of pausing. Let yourself luxuriate in the pause, in the wondering, in this wondering of awe, of possibility. The openness that comes from pausing is this moment of, oh, it's the realization and taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture and saying, oh, there are actually a lot more options and opportunities than I was allowing myself to see. So I have the capacity now to open myself up and actually look at those options and choose the one that's going to bring me like the absolute most delight that I can possibly imagine. And so, even with things as simple as food, which for me, it's not really a simple thing, taking a moment before you cook for yourself, or even before you take your first bite, and just noticing, is my body feeling delighted? Is it feeling like it's gonna have more life force after I eat this? And is that what I'm looking for right now? Or am I feeling a little bit agitated and I actually need some comfort food that's gonna calm that agitation down? The possibility, the power that's in the pause is going into this state of not knowing. And we have such a culture of valuing, always knowing what is right for me and what is not right for me, like right now, immediately. And yet, if you sit in the not knowing and you sit in the awe and the wonderment, it's amazing how your authentic pleasure can just, it can just blossom, it can just surge. If I take, like, even just for me, when I have my hands on my heart, feeling the heat that's there, it just makes me want to stay there and luxuriate in that a little bit longer. So take those moments of deep, luxurious pause, whether it's 10 seconds or 10 minutes, and just check in with yourself instead of overriding. Check in, ask your body, ask your higher self, what would bring me delight right now? What do I really deeply desire right now? Instead of just going into my habitual thing that I always eat pizza on Friday night, and I think or I believe that that brings me joy. But maybe if you ask yourself and you pause, maybe it doesn't. Or even if you had plans with a friend or a family member, and that day you wake up and you're just like in a state where you really just don't wanna, you don't gotta. It's like this giving yourself this full permission to pause and notice, what would delight me right now? So try it. Let me know how it goes.